Great article, Catherine Jacobson in the Walnut Creek Journal on CC Rock. Thank you very much for the in-depth. I couldn't have wrote it better myself. It's exactly what the show needs, a little promotion to help it up that next level. And thank you, Scott, for this beautiful set you designed for CC Rock. We'll be using this for the opens, the closes, and also our metal minutes. So stay tuned for some good stuff on this beautiful set that Scott made. Unfortunately, on the downside, I've got to clean up this big mess tomorrow. I'll tell you, the paint just dried a few hours ago. But like I said, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Well, and then on the up note, we also have a great announcement. If you remember my Saxon video, Unleash the Beast, I have won a BASE award. That's a Bay Area Cable Excellence Award, which I produced this video back in March of '98. I just won this award a month ago, so thank you, BASE, and thank you also TCI Cable for giving me the opportunity to produce this video, and thank you, Saxon. If it wasn't for Saxon, this show wouldn't be happening today. They're the ones who give me the inspiration, the energy to move forward. But without delays, suckers walk, money talks, but it can't touch my CC Rock. Wait a second. Let me try that again. Here we go. I got myself a Sammy Hagar War Burrito. Mini-me.
Suckers walk, money talk, they can't touch your CC Rock.
Whoa! One sip of this War Burrito, and I'm able to sing. I can't talk, but I can sing like Sammy Hagar. Pretty amazing. Well, I'll tell you what. Believe it or not, we have the Red Rocker on CC Rock tonight. So sit back down, don't go away. When we come back, we'll have Sammy Hagar today. Welcome back to CC Rock. It's not often I get a red hot rocker to talk to, especially a local one. And I have the reddest, the hottest rocker of them all, Sammy Hagar. How you doing? Hey, this is cool.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I hope so.
Well, I slept in my own bed last night. You know, it's the weirdest thing doing hometown gigs. You know, we've been on the road for almost 2 months, and so you know we get to come to a hometown show and spend 2 nights in my own bed. And the weird thing is, you're looking forward to it so bad, and then you know you get here and it's like, oh, you know, I didn't sleep very good last night. Oh, you know, and I got home. Yeah, and there was all this mail, and the phone kept ringing. I mean, it was like, jeez, I'm glad to get out of here now.
It's the pits, huh?
Well, one form of them.
Oh man, well, you're on a tour. I heard last night you played a 3-hour show almost in Sacramento.
Well, yeah, we played between 2 and 3 hours. It's not a set show. It's not set, you know. But so sometimes it'll run closer to 3, and sometimes, you know, 2:20.
How do you keep up with that? I mean, that's a long show. I mean, you keep in shape? You go and jog, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I do a show every night. You stay in shape, you know. I do. You know, I stay in shape. I jog and I mountain bike and all that. But the main thing is that I never know how long we play, because every night when I walk on stage, first thing I say to my tour manager, so how long we play tonight? And he goes, ooh, 2:40, you know, or like, oh, you know, only 2:20, you know. Or I'm going, wow, because it always feels the same to me. It's almost like I just play until I'm done. And it's, you know, it's the way I do it at the Cabo Wabo, and so I built the stage that looks just like the Cabo Wabo.
I heard about that.
And therefore I get up there and I just feel like it's just a party that you just kind of wait until it's over. You know, I usually play until I honestly can't sing much more.
Yeah, well, I mean, I heard about this big party atmosphere. You're obviously the party guy, you know. Of all the
I like to have fun.
Hey, that's good. We like to have fun on CC Rock. It's very important to have fun in life. You know, fun, you die young, I think.
I agree.
It's very good to laugh.
Or too much fun, you die young.
Well, that's true. We've seen lots of rockers do that. That's a little quote from Metal Matt. Anyhow, it's very important. But your show is very party atmosphere. Tell me about the stage setup. I mean, this is pretty outrageous, I heard.
Well, yeah, I think it's the most fun stage I've ever been on in my life. I have a club, as everyone knows, called the Cabo Wabo Cantina in Baja, Mexico. Mexico. And the way it is in there, it's just kind of so forgiving. I mean, I can walk off the beach in a bathing suit, been drinking margaritas all day in the sun, strike 2, and just walk up on stage, put on a guitar, and start playing, and not even know what I'm going to do next. Just play one song, say, oh, I'll do another. And the next thing I know, I'm up there for 2 or 3 hours, you know.
Man.
And that's the kind of the atmosphere I'm trying to create at every show, because those have been some of my best shows. My fans, you know, I have this website, redrocker.com.
Yeah, I saw it, been on it.
And, you know, the fans, there's a Sammy Hagar mailing list, and the fans are always arguing on this thing about saying, well, you know, I've been to 72 Sammy Hagar shows. Oh, I saw Van Halen with Sammy 14 times. I saw him solo 11, you know. But the fans that go, well, have you ever seen him at the Cabo Wabo? And it's like, well, no, I never had a chance to be there. Well, they go, well, you know, those are the best shows in the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
That my fans really unanimously agree. They don't even argue anymore.
It's so intimate, I'm sure. You're you, and they're there right in front of you. I mean,
and
what do you want?
It's just the ambiance. It's different than a concert, than a professional show where you go out and it's like set and you do the same thing every night and the night lights go on the right spot. You know, we make mistakes. We play different songs all the time. We play songs we've never played before. You know, I went up there before and played like 4 or 5 Led Zeppelin songs in a row, just because I said, well, that's what I feel like doing right now. And it's just a matter of really being honest and playing really fun music, and it just really becomes a party. Got 4 waitresses, 2 bartenders, different ones from every town. You know, like up here we got some guys from Tommy's.
Oh, really?
Julio, I think, is the guy that's supposed to make the best margaritas in the Bay Area.
In the area.
So Wobble-ritas, as we call it.
I've been to Rome. I've been to Concord a couple times. Man, I thought I'd seen it all. Around the world, searching every corner. Come on, get your ass in here. Man, I thought I'd hit the wall. Oh, here we go. Now listen, there's a sleepy town south of the border. You go there once, you be there twice or something like that. Lots of pretty girls come here by the dozen. Woo! White St. John make a tan look nice. You can crash on the beach. You know I wanna make love and not sleep. We're gonna try a little dance. So come on, wobble. Sorry about me. Come on, let me take you down. I will show. That's not bad. Down in Cabo, let me take you down. We're gonna be face down in Concord tonight, baby. Kissing the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, welcome to the Cabo Wobble. Look at these ugly people, look at them. Listen up, it's party time. Bring on 1999. revival. But it's what we're gonna do. It's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this sucker across the country through the year 2000, the year 3000, the year 4000. Ain't no way I'm gonna have any part to do with letting rock and roll die. You understand? I wanna hear you say yeah, yeah. I wanna hear you say yeah, yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. Come on. No revival, rejuvenation. Hit me. No, 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 no. Come on. Got no revival. Got no revival. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Come on. Got the revival. Rejuvenation.
About this Cabo Wabo, the tequila.
Cabo
Now, this is-
Wabo Rita.
Cabo Wabo Rita. That's almost too hard to pronunciate.
It is.
But I'll tell you, after drinking a few of them, I'm sure. But this stuff is new. It's something you met some guy on the side of the road, I heard, and you started making tequila?
Well, no, I didn't meet a guy on the side of the road. I built a Cabo Wabo 10 years ago to be a tequila mezcal bar, you know, and of course I got carried away. It's a restaurant, nightclub, it's everything, you know, a hang, a party. So I used to go to the town of Tequila and taste tequilas. It'd be just like going to Napa and tasting the wineries, you know, going from winery to winery. It's a little
More of a
different.
party?
Well, it's really not a
You're
party.
in Mexico, man.
No,
Come on.
but it's not quite as upscale.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
what I like that.
Okay.
And some of these places are just these little small factories, and they grow these plants. Okay, an agave plant takes 10 years to grow to its full potential, and that's when you harvest them. They harvest them younger sometimes, but the tequila isn't as good. Fine tequila, they wait 10 years. And so I knew these guys down there that said, man, you got to taste this tequila. There's these growers who grow everybody's plants, but they have their own little private little stock, you know, and they have their own little factory. So I tasted it. I was always going around with barrels, and you know, you take a bottle like this, and you go there and you just fill it up and pay the guy 10 cents or something, and taste it, and you or you go, ooh, wow, you know. And so, I just found one that after 5 or 6 years of doing this every year, that I thought was the best tequila I ever tasted in my life. And they didn't have bottles, so I bought barrels, took them to my club. Everyone that tasted freaked out. And then Andrew Diaz-Blue, a wine critic who writes books and everything on stuff, he tasted it, and you know, I didn't give it to him. He just heard about it, and he came down and tasted it, and he wrote this big thing, said it was the top 3 best tequila in the world. So anyway, I had it at my club, and then I got him a bottling plant, and I went through about 10 different kinds of bottles, because you know, every time the bottling plants would go out of business, you know, it's just really crazy down there. Long story short, Wilson and Daniels approached me, and we put it all together, and now we make tequila. This tequila.
Where's that bottle? Why don't you hand us that bottle over? There's
But
one
it's
sitting there,
made
isn't there?
perfect, yeah.
Grab that bottle there, Gretel. There's a bottle of your tequila. I saw the bottle. I was looking at the actual labeling of it, the actual imprint on it.
It's a hand-blown bottle.
Is that actually an imprint of Cabo Wabo? Here it comes.
Well, that's the...
my Wabarita.
Thanks. That's the logo from Cabo Wabo. You know, that's what the logo on the big, you know, at the club. But the thing about this tequila is that it's handmade, and it's a small factory. I could never make as much as I could. I mean, I could sell 100,000 cases next week.
Not like the bottle itself.
No, it's a hand-blown bottle, but it's pure. There's no chemicals, no preservatives. It's handmade, no sugar added to it.
So
or
it's
anything.
good for you.
We call it vitamin T. Vitamin T, baby. Take your vitamin T with salt and lemon slice.
Boy. Oh boy.
But the long story short of it is that it's kind of a little bit of an Easter egg hunt. It's not real easy to find because you can't make a lot of it. And the only way I could make it would be to cut it in half, and I could double the production and cut the price in half. But I'm not interested in doing that because it's not the way I make a living. To me, this is my ego trip. I'm going, oh yeah, you like tequila? Well, try this. The finest tequila in
That
the world.
tequila reminds me a lot about you. I mean, you're doing what you want to do.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to some radio exec saying you better do this and better do that to make this happen. It sounds like the music you play is what you want to do.
Pure.
It's all what's
pure.
happening on stage up there. That's you.
No chemicals, no preservatives, no sugar. Sammy's pure.
Well, okay.
Suckers walk, money talks, but it can't touch my feel like box. Oh, baby. That's right. Oh, yeah. bowl, find the key, you got the gold. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, lockbox. Remember? 1, 2, 3, lockbox. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, lockbox. 1, 2, 3, lockbox. Treasures here, sunken there, buried treasures everywhere. You people are late. You people are late. Don't go far, circle close. The Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, to the Trinity. Raise your toast. Waitress! Waitress! Yeah!
Hi there, I'm Rockin' Rolleen, and this is your Metal Minute. Ex-Judas Priest vocalist Rob Halford is doing a little soul-searching after some very avant-garde work. He's moving back towards his old metal roots with some real heavy sounds. Dio is back at work with former guitarist Greg Goldie. Thank heaven, Kenny G, Tracy G just didn't cut it. Just like Rob Halford, Dio embracing the more traditional sounds of yesterday from his new album Magica, due out on Spitfire Records on October 5th. Dokken has just released Erase the Slate. I've heard it and I love it. Just last night I was driving home and I heard one of the tracks, The Maddest Hatter, on the radio and it was hot. That's Dokken with Erase the Slate. Go check it out. Another hot disc just released is The Scorpions with Eye to Eye, a much different approach for Klaus Meine and company. A few songs even have that techno sound to it, giving the Scorps a different feel in this world of redundancy and, radio blah blah. I'm Rockin' Rolleen, and rock on Bay Area.
One year ago and one day, up on the stage was VH, Van Halen, with Gary Charles.
Oh, here, really?
Exactly. 1 year and one day.
What a trip, because
Exactly.
I just played 4th of July in San Bernardino, my hometown,
Yeah.
and they played their last 4th of July.
Really?
Yeah, so we're
you guys
right
are like
on.
just 1 year cusp.
Oh, what a
there,
trip, okay.
Running after each
How
other.
was it?
Well, like I said, I love Extreme. I was a big Extreme fan,
Yeah.
and I love Gary Trone's voice. But personally, I think the new album, they forced him a little bit, maybe, into something that wasn't really him. I mean, that's just my
Yeah.
opinion. I'm sure you listen to lots of music. You've got your own opinion on music. What do you think about the new disc?
Oh, I didn't like it. Come on. I heard that music. I was still in the band when they were trying to get me to do a greatest hits record. When
We like Gary Cherone.
He's
his
a good
voice.
singer. Yeah, I don't like him in his band. It's like what you said. It's like it's not right for him. It's like it just like
He should
it's
stay
like
with
mixing
Extreme.
mixing this with Coca-Cola or
That's
something. It just
exactly
doesn't
right.
taste great. You mix it with lemon lime, it tastes fabulous. So it's just all about chemistry and stuff. But it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely, it was a neat experiment, and they're still doing another album, I guess, right now. But like I said, I know that you don't have. I heard the Mark and Brian interview, so it's like I got a lot of inside information.
They're always
already.
trying to drag me through the mud, though. See, Mark and Brian, they're always trying to wind you up on this stuff.
Oh, well, why should it matter? I mean, you got your own thing going here. And you're doing
totally, man. I'm so happy that it all ended when it did, and and it's like, and I could get on with what I was doing. It was a great thing for 9.5, 10 years. It was like fabulous. We made some of the best rock records, in the world. Sold 42 million records together. Sold out every venue in the world. Did some great shows. No complaints whatsoever. It ended ugly. That's ugly. But what divorce has?
Oh God!
When was the last time you talked to somebody saying, my wife and I just got divorced, and and it went so good. It was so easy and so happy. We just shook hands and went our ways. Right.
Sure. Right.
It's like
heartbroken on the floor.
That's gone. So that's just the way it is.
Well, like I said, if it ever came up to the subject, I mean, I don't know if it ever will. If they ever said, there's so many reunions going on these days. I mean, it's impossible to keep up with them all. I mean, you got Bad Company. I mean, even David Lee Roth opening for Bad Company right now, which is kind of strange.
I offered David Lee Roth to open for me on this tour.
Did you really?
His manager wouldn't even tell him I made the offer.
You're kidding me. Wow, that's interesting subject. That would have been interesting.
The fans it would have been real interesting.
That would have been very interesting.
I mean, not that I would have been trying to go out there and give Dave a break or anything, but I just thought the fans would probably really find it interesting.
It would be very interesting.
Very interesting.
It's like the Scorpions Motley Crue show. We're probably going to cover in about a few weeks. I thought that was a very interesting chemistry of two bands that from different countries, of course. But like I said, what's going to happen with Sammy? I mean, you're going to finish this tour. What are you going to do? Go kick back in Cabo Wabo for a while and maybe think about
probably a little bit. I think I'm going to try to do a live album from this tour because my band is playing so good. We've been recording a lot, and it's pretty phenomenal how good this stuff sounds. Like if you hear us do like a Van Halen song like Why Can't This Be Love or Dreams or something, if you didn't see who was doing it, you'd be going, oh man, Van Halen's kicking butt, man. Whoa, you'd really, it just really sounds good. I mean, I'm not comparing the two bands. Just close your eyes and listen, and I'm telling you right now, the band's playing so good. So I would like to do an anthology record. It covers from Montrose, like what I do now, in my show. Montrose through the Red Rocker era, through some Van Halen stuff, and through the new stuff. And I think that would be a cool thing for my fans that have been supporting me all these years on this tour. I would certainly like to make a nice live record for them, and then I'll just do whatever I want to do as usual.
Yeah. How many albums you got? I mean, you've got all the way through.
This is my 14th solo album, 5 or 6 Van Halen records. I don't know how many we did. Couple Montrose records, an HSAS record. I don't know, probably a few other ones.
I can't keep up with them all. I went on your website, I was just like going, whoa, I don't remember that one. I don't remember this one, but this one I was like, oh yeah, that one's great.
But I've written so many songs in my life. To me, when I do songs from each era, I usually play one that I wrote, only because it makes more sense to me, and I like to reflect when I'm singing it now. I think, gee, this is where I was coming from then, and I usually put a little different twist on it now. It's very interesting to me to keep older songs alive by putting who I am now into it on top of who I was then, and kind of making it bigger. It's like, as I grow, I always say, I always try to keep my finger where I started. And I grow and I reach, keep going, but I never lift that finger up and say, well, here I am now over here. I always try to make I try to be larger rather than just getting farther.
The ever-growing life of Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. I usually don't like to grow left, but I like to keep a hold of where I started.
That's good. You know your roots are, and I think it's apparent on stage every time I've seen you so far. You know your roots are, and I think you've got some great stuff. And thank you for coming to CC Rock. Man. And I hope that you have a great time on stage tonight.
Guaranteed.
All right.
Some things are understood, and some things can be guaranteed. A Sammy Hagar concert is just one of them.
Secrets of the Trinity lie within the number 3. So many ways to make love, a million ways. circle.